What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video. And today we'll be doing a review on season 1 of Russian Doll starring Natasha Lyonne. If you're familiar with this channel, I did review her other TV show, Poker Face, seasons 1 and 2. And since I got into that, I wanted to check out her other work, including her other TV show, Russian Doll, which we're talking about today. We're covering season 1 of that show. In this comedy drama, Natasha Lyonne plays Nadia, who's celebrating her 36th birthday at a, at this birthday party in New York. And at one point, she, wants to go look for her cat Oatmeal. So she lets, her buddy or her friend who's hosting the party that, I'm going to go look for my cat, And as she's looking for her cat, because the cat is like across the street and you think everything's going to be all fine and dandy, as she's crossing, she unexpectedly gets hit by a car. After that, you think, all right, she's gone. Where do we go from here? But no, after that, she ends up waking up back to where she started at the beginning of the episode at her 36th birthday party. And at first, she doesn't catch on, It's like, it's kind of like when you're living a dream within a dream type of cycle type of thing. That's how it plays out at first. After a while, she starts catching on and she realizes, I keep dying in multiple ways. And then I keep, returning back to where I started at my 36th birthday party. So, she tries to figure out how to leave the building without getting herself, killed, and tries to do some investigating of her own on what is causing this endless time loop of her reliving her 36th birthday party. So she tries putting pieces and clues and all that other stuff together, and because every time she dies, it's just a repeated cycle. If she could, make it past that, then she'll get like an extra day or two to do more research on her theories and whatnot, and try to figure out how she could find out what's causing all this. Eventually, she ends up meeting a character along the way by the name of Ellen Zavari, who's going through the same exact thing she's going through. Because Alan and Nadia both died on the same day. And on that same day, that's when the repeated time loop began. So then they end up teaming up with each other and trying to figure out, why is this happening to us, and trying to come up with their own, theories and their own research and whatnot. And what makes this kind of very interesting is that both Nadia and Ellen, they're polar opposites of each other when it comes to their perspectives and point of view. They're kind of like the yin and the yang. So you see things from both of their perspectives and you kind of try to draw your own conclusion while watching the show by hearing each of their, each of their inputs on where they think this is heading to and how they could put a stop to it. But as the time loop progresses and things start to change, a lot of stuff that they didn't notice before, they start to notice, like that wasn't there before, or, things like fruit aging and whatnot, not looking right before. You're experiencing the same day, but the changes in the time loop are not remaining the same. There are some things that are being slowly taken away. So they try to figure out how they could get out this together and help one another, so that way they could get out of their endless time loop and figure out ways where they could keep themselves from dying, because they all die in a multitude of ways while trying to figure out how to get out of this mess and try to figure out on how they could put a stop to it. Overall, I really enjoyed the show. It's a good episode. There's a good amount of episodes, like 8 episodes in season one. The runtime is around like 25 minutes per episode and whatnot. But you gotta really pay attention to the detail. You gotta actually watch the show and pay attention because there's other parts that they'll connect later on in later episodes. So you really gotta pay attention to the detail on what's going on when you watch the show. But you really do get highly invested in Nadia and Alan's story, and you figure out, how are things gonna, what's the conclusion gonna be for them, and how are they gonna get out of this mess, and them dealing with their own personal story. Alan has his story, and Nadia has hers. So you try to figure out their own flaws and imperfections on how they're gonna get through all that, overcoming their struggles and trying to put an end to the time loop. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed watching this show. It's very fun, comedy drama. It takes stuff from like Groundhog Day and all these other elements, and it kind of makes it uniquely its own thing. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, then I highly recommend that you check out season one of Russian Doll on Netflix. So I give my final grade for Russian Doll season one, starring Natasha Lyonne. It gets a solid A+. So, have you guys seen Russian Doll season one on Netflix, starring Natasha Lyonne? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Are you a fan of the actress? I know she's been in numerous things, including Orange is the New Black. I already mentioned Poker Face earlier. Let me know. Comment below if you want to see more movie and TV show reviews like this. I have a whole catalog you can check out here on the channel, as well as other numerous content such as my DVD and Blu-ray haul videos, my unboxing videos, my fun adventures YouTube vlogs, and other numerous contests. If you want to stick around for more, then make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around for the next video. Have a great day now. Peace.